Okay. Thank you. Hi. I am glad that we said the right thing while we were waiting for our cue. I'm Pam Martin with my co-host, co-worker, and good friend, Pauline McGrath.
Hello, everyone. And thankfully, while we were practicing doing our voice test, we did say the right thing. Today
we
is...
try to tell our students that. Pretend that mic is always live.
So today's weather isn't so bad. We got a little drizzle right now, but I think we'll hold down here.
Yeah.
Why don't you kick it off, Pam?
Yeah, hey, it's the 41st Annual Children's Holiday Parade here. What can we say? We've been doing this a long time. We have wonderful students behind the camera, and you're in for a real treat today. There's a little bit of everything. Recreation, huge sponsors, supporters, organizers. I run out of labels. Volunteers are responsible for this massive effort. One of the best watched in New England.
Yes, that's for sure, and one of the largest in New England, too. And they say that this year's parade is also one of the largest that they've had in quite some time. Got lots of inflatable floats, some repeat units coming back, and some new ones this year. Looking forward to all of that. So
I am as well. As we know, it is the season of giving when we're here. So sponsors in our parade include Bank 5, St. Anne's Hospital and Hasbro Hospital, Cosmopolitan Dispensary Incorporated, Scotty Lopes of Citywide Glass, South Coast Hospitals, Suffolk Construction, and St. Anne's Credit Union, and a massive list of volunteers.
Oh my, so on the parade committee, I'd like to also say thank you to everyone involved, but especially the Recreation Parade Committee, which include Grace Gerling, Tom Martin, Susan Raposa, Victoria Menietis, Chris Nardi, Rob O'Melia, Paul Faglioli, and Stephen Marsizin.
Perfect. Let's get right into some of the action. I want to also talk about another agency that's so close, near and dear to our heart, and quite visible this time of year. It's Citizens for Citizens, and they are asking for toys. Operation Christmas, under the leadership of Crystal Arpa, has listed many toy drop-off sites, and we're happy to help you find those. Crystal this year, however, says donations unfortunately have fallen to about half of what they were in the years past, but the need is greater. The 11 other months of the year, though, for 6 decades, that's 60 years, CFC offers a steadfast hand up to more than 30,000 low-income families right in our area. Citizens for Citizens is like an old friend, constant, compassionate, selfless, and quietly serving with little fanfare.
I think our mission of helping people try to become self-sufficient is still, very impactful in what we do here, but we just want to lend a hand.
CFC headquarters is on Griffin Street. The location has been added to, and regional centers opened. The agency continuously pivots to provide relevant services.
I have to commend the staff, not just the current staff, but the staff for the last 6 decades. We've been very lucky. We had strong leaders to make CFC reach 60 years. Mark Sullivan was the executive director for decades, and his passion was helping people and fighting for people.
At age 15, Elizabeth began her CFC career working in childcare. Now, after years of juggling budgets, she said she works well with changing administrations at the local, state, and federal level.
We do see heartbreak, and, the moms coming in for the toys, or, parents that are trying to get ahead, trying to work, but childcare is so expensive. So it's great that we have childcare programs. We have, the after-school program, the summer program, along with Early Head Start and Head Start, and then the Operation Christmas program. We have food pantries. I remember vividly Mark telling myself and a few directors that you are one paycheck away from being on the opposite side of the desk. And I have never, ever, I'm getting choked up, forgotten that.
In 1977, Barbara Travis rallied civic-minded women to collect gently used toys, clean and make repairs when needed, then organize citywide distributions. This act of charity morphed into Operation Christmas, the area's beloved live auction and fundraiser that for 30 years delivered joy to children who might otherwise go without.
3,200 children will receive new toys through this program.
Tom, Bill, and John are all on TV, raising money for needy kids, you see. Operation Christmas was the program's name, helping Citizens for Citizens gain citywide fame.
When you grow up with this and you see this and you live this, you don't want this to happen to anybody. This is a little way of us people who have good jobs to come out and help the people who don't have anything to make sure that the kids do get something for Christmas.
I need donations. I need the people that have come for years that drop money in the fishbowl.
We're here at the fishbowl at the Harbor Mall.
In the director's chair.
And welcome back to the Operation Christmas Telethon live from the Harbor Mall on Channel 13, Fall River Cable TV, and WSAR Radio. I'm Tom O'Grady, along with Low Price Lenny Kaplan.
Soon it will be Christmas Day.
Whether or not it's white or something else, I think that what we really mean is that everyone will have a happy Christmas. So
That was the future Hall of Famer.
Pet store, what's the name of that store?
Animal.
All the money you bid, we don't keep.
Goes for a great cause.
It goes right back to the city of Fall River. All the great.
And we're not on commission.
$51 and 110's gone.
From America back in July, and they did a great performance then, and everyone loved it.
12 to 6 with our grand finale here.
And may all your Christmases be white.
Travis passed away in 2022, but people remember her boundless, joyful energy in front of the camera and her tenacious attitude, moving nonstop behind the scenes, working to provide, helping anyone who asked. That was the foundation built by Barbara Travis and Mark Sullivan, 60 years later and still on solid ground. Oh, it's emotional to watch that piece. Some of our good friends have passed on. Happy Heck, Steve O'Grady, of course, Barbara, Mark Sullivan, and just to know that they were such a fabric of the city, and I am so proud to call those people longtime friends. And I knew them even before cell phones, okay? So we go back a long time from the Harbor Mall. You had students going there, and so much good was done. And so again, if you can help agencies in the area, that's what this season is truly all about. So thank you to the people who've been involved with CFC. You are just one of many of the backbones that make this community really tick. And I am honored, and we'll have all of you in our hearts. So as I mentioned, parents of more than 8,000 children. So that's Greater Fall River and Taunton. They've applied for Toys Please. That's just through CFC. Other donations have come through agencies, including Salvation Army, United Way. We do have a lot of groups that handle that. Fortunately, Fall River and police departments will do that. But please, if you can drop off a toy unwrapped at any of the locations, it would be greatly appreciated.
A huge need.
Huge need. Oh.
Whatever you can do. As I mentioned before, this parade is the largest of its kind in New England, and Pam and I had the pleasure of judging several floats. There were actually quite a few floats this year, and I had a hard time judging this because I had 3 winners. We can't give it up, but you'll get to see them.
You'll get to see them. They get like a big, beautiful badge. But I do have to say, Pauline, there were a lot of floats.
There were.
Right? Like we were on the golf cart.
Which was going very slow, so we actually had to start running.
Listen, I must be from Massachusetts because I walk faster and I'm getting impatient.
We did. And I don't usually, but I did this time.
But the floats are just glorious, and we promise a lot of fun. We do have up to 10,000 viewers right now. They might be watching on Facebook Live or streaming. My mom warned me this morning there would be sprinkles at 1 p.m.
She was right.
Our mother's always right.
Might be a little bit more than a sprinkle here and there, but
My good buddy Evan, drone man, amongst other titles, he had to take the drone out of the sky for a tad to give it a minute to dry down. But look at all these excited people. Some brought, wow, they came prepared.
They really did. Perhaps we should have done the same. A small tent, maybe?
A small tent. We do have one. We just, it's
we didn't
blocked
expect
away.
this. So.
But do stay tuned because the tree lighting is at 5 at dusk.
Right.
We'll have more on that later on once some of the units go by. But this is like a 125 unit parade.
Right. It's
and
huge.
something for everybody.
And the floats, there had to be, I didn't count, but approximately maybe 32 floats or so. Would you say that's accurate?
I would say that's right.
Yeah. And Reno is not part of the parade committee this year. He's watching from home. Hello, Reno. He's 97 years old, I believe, if I'm doing the math correctly.
Yeah.
And there's a special guest this year, the Grand Marshal of the parade, Troy Brown, former Patriots. What did he win?
He was with three Super Bowls. I have my Patriot scarf on today. I know we're not supposed to plug, but my daughter's actually going to the Super Bowl with her dad if they win. So let's keep it up, Pats. Yeah, so I got to plug the Pats. But anyway, I also, it's Santa will be coming later. I hate to give up his mode of transportation, but it looks like it's motorcycle this year.
Yes, I think it was last year. A couple of years
Yeah.
now. He's an avid fan.
He's an avid fan. Santa makes time for us. Rain, sleet, snow. These folks are all ready to go. And so he'll be here. I want to remind you that Fred TV and FRG TV, we are your official stations for the city to broadcast student projects, municipal meetings, weather emergencies, whatever. We do it. Channel 9, 18, we now have an HD definition as well. If you need to shop, go to McQuarrie's. Candies can be found at the Historical Society on Rock Street. They do usually sell out. So if you're looking for the traditional McQuarrie's, get over there. Also pet food. Pet food, Pauline. They need these pet food very badly.
Faxon and Forever Paws, definitely. There's so much need. Even at the high school and at the school levels, they're doing winter coat drives and camp good drives and everything possible, not just toys. Gift cards. We had a thing about for Durfee High School where staff were asked to give gift cards. The deadline was yesterday, so I heard that they got quite a few, so it's all good stuff. Everybody's in need.
Well, we'll hear a little bit more, too, about the Red Kettle campaign. I also want to help my friends kick off that. But, I mean, as you mentioned, Pauline, Fall River Public Schools, they really rallied. Children, staff, the PTO group, will appear in this parade.
Right.
But some have gone one step further. And they are ensuring that everyone in their school community will have a warm holiday meal. So, from Sylvia Elementary, take it away, Trevor Camara.
United Way, one of the world's best recognized nonprofits, is reliant on donations and volunteers. Daily, the agency provides direct need-based assistance.
The United Way, I feel, is in every aspect of Fall River, from helping families, the elderly, providing them services, sending them to places where they need services. They are well known in the city and they're a great partner.
At Frank M. Sylvia Elementary School, care and concern are evident from the bustle at the back entrance. Employees of Bristol County Savings Bank work alongside school staff to complete food baskets for 45 families.
Gratitude is always a big theme, especially around this time of the year. And it's just amazing. Maybe it's from what they've grown up here, learning with us, but how much kids show gratitude and feel gratitude and want to help.
Bristol County Savings Bank was founded 180 years ago and continuously steps in as need fluctuates.
Fall River is my city, and I think we all feel that way who work in the Fall River office, so the Fall River crew always helps out every year.
Discreetly, since September, teachers here note which families appear to have fallen on hard times.
Our staff has been here a long time. I've been here for like the last 10 years, and we really know our families, so whether it's talking to the families that we've known or working with teachers to identify newer students and just outreach too. And you know, the wonderful thing is a lot of people say, no, I'm all set this year, or one year they need it, one year they don't.
The United Way opened a Fall River chapter nearly 100 years ago. Generationally, the United Way has been there with hope for so many in so many ways.
especially coming off of the SNAP pause. We're looking at a lot of uncertainty around food access, which is why this initiative is really timely. We're also in the process of distributing our annual food grants that were going to go out anyways, and looking to increase the amount of money that we're able to give to food distribution partners from last year to this year.
Nice job over there, Trevor. And also, of course, a shout out to the volunteers from Bristol County Savings Bank and Patty Armstrong with United Way. They are worker bees. They ask where help is needed, and they simply arrive on the scene. This is Gramada Plaza. Look at this. It's so amazing. And up top, if we keep on going, we'll see the AIDS flag. December 1st was World AIDS Day. And you can see we're zooming out here now with a beautiful Braga in the west. Some of these wooden cutouts were actually made by the carpentry department at Fall River Public Schools at Durfee through the CTE program. And you'll see them throughout city parks as different parks hold winter wonderlands and events. So these new cutouts are pretty spiffy. I love the one at North Park. I walk by there, and my friend and I use it as like a frame. Maybe I'll have to put it on Facebook. I know, I still use Facebook, so nerdy.
Well, I do too.
I do want to bring it back to a serious moment, just though. It is just a project that's so close to me is the 988 National Hotline. You know, the season is not always jolly and fun and games for everyone. 988 is the National Mental Health Awareness Hotline 24/7. It's manned by trained volunteers for anyone who's feeling the holiday blues, the seasonal depression, the stress of over shopping, family issues, food needs. Please call 988. Someone is there to point you in the direction of professional help and just be there to talk about it. They're amazing. If you are a vet or a first responder, 988 and press 1. I hear the parade, but let's talk about some fun stuff now. Pauline, more events.
This weekend, we actually have the, I will say famous, I'll say famous.
You can absolutely say famous.
The Durfee Craft Fair that was happening at the Durfee High School. I'm told that there's about 200 vendors or so. And you can buy, a lot of people get their Christmas shopping done there. I think they're reasonably priced, all kinds of stuff, whether it's crafts, sewing, arts, and, you know, paintings, candles, anything you want, really.
It really is.
It's a great place to
You
shop
can even
for your
decorate your
Christmas
own
gifts.
wreath there.
Yeah.
Now, I just want to move my wreath, okay? It's sorry, my tree. I made that.
And that tree has to be here
It's a little
every
tradition.
time.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
afraid not to have it. But the Arts and Crafts Fair with Jim Rogers over the years, given out over $1 million. Again, money that's raised and stays local for little ones like this as they start on their college career in years to come. So there's free admission, good parking on Ellsbury Street, and along the area, you'll find it right in the Jim Rogers will be right in the field house. Yes, Durfee Field House.
And that's happening on Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. So I know we have the parade sometimes in Fall River. They actually do so much for the community that there's a lot of things happening all at once. So, but if you don't get to make it there today because you're here at the parade, you can definitely go by there tomorrow till 4 o'clock.
We will head over there tomorrow. And again, a really great fundraiser that keeps things local. I can actually hear the parade. You can't see it yet, but making its way north here. And hi. So happy. So we've got Fred TV students that are behind the cameras. They'll be helping direct with Mike and Alex in the back. They'll be helping Gary with the live camera as well. And it's really what we do best at Durfee, and at Fred TV is involved the young people. Fred TV is so much more than just broadcasting video, right, Pauline?
Absolutely. It's more than just that. It's writing AV scripts. People don't realize how many times they write AV scripts or screenplays or produce. Producing is a big job, as well as the editing, the camera work. They get to use multiple different cameras, as you know, students here today. McKenna Borges is behind the camera that is on Pam and I. Sophie's Dorigo is actually directing. We have Lamar So, who's down on the ground here doing the handheld camera with Gary and Alex. And then we actually have a couple of volunteer elves in the parade.
Oh, there we go.
Aiden White and Braden Kinder as well.
Hi, McKenna.
Will
She's focused on the design. Yeah, some of your students took up the elf costume.
Yes, they did, and they were so excited to do so. I was happy. We got to see
Thank
them
you
when
so
we were
much.
judging the floats down at Kennedy Park, and
We'll get you in, Evan. All right, yeah, we'll take another one. So we're just getting our umbrellas in order here, folks. Thank you. Thanks, Evan.
Well, this
My
is-
go-to
we'll
guy.
try to. Is that okay?
Hey, return the keys. Don't drive away in the Mustang.
I feel like Mary Poppins.
I know. Huh? Yeah, I thought it was going to be a sprinkle, but you know what? They're prepared for anything. Some groups had dropped out a little bit, but others picked up. So Grace makes it work. It's really a well-oiled machine, and it's stressful. Just today, making sure that street vendors were following some of the rules, that people stay behind the designated areas, because not only is fun important, but my gosh, safety. Safety, number one. So we've got wonderful men and women in blue helping out, as well as volunteers with some of the EMS and EMA agencies to make sure, see right there, little ones are safe, to make sure that everyone stays where they need to be. Used to be a tradition of throwing the candy canes. That's no more. And I get that. It's dangerous.
I
you know?
do, yes.
I totally get it.
Because the kids want the candy, so they run out into the street, and there's too many vehicles in this parade
Yeah.
for that to be a safe environment. So.
That's really become a bit of an issue. We're going to have to be quiet soon and dry out our scripts here, because I can hear members of the Fall River Police Department, including led by their motorbike unit. We will, of course, remember and look for our Chief, Kelly Furtado. She will be leading the men and women in blue at some point. And I always say the reason we get most of our public service employees at the front and at the end is because in the event that there is an emergency elsewhere in the city, these men and women are able to do what they can at the parade and then exit to another area of the city. Though we do have 6 or so fire stations spread out, we have to be aware that our EMTs and our EMS receive more than 31, I want to put that in perspective, 31,000 calls in 1 year. That includes some mutual aid, which is, if you ever have a chance to look in the mutual aid program, it's just fascinating the way the cities work together to assist one another with mutual aid. So I can hear them now. I think Pauline will let the motorbike unit take it away. And of course, Fall River Police under the direction of Chief Kelly Furtado.
This is like. This keeps coming forward.
holiday parade. Extraordinary Arts, they provide entertainment across the region. They also provide entertainment for circus. You can rent them. It's wonderful. Our Grand Marshal is Troy Brown. He played 15 seasons with the Pats. Hey, Mr. Brown, thank you. He's a 3-time Super Bowl champion and a Patriots Hall of Famer. He is our Grand Marshal this year.
And he's there with his family, his wife and children.
Happy to have him. Let's go, Pats. We're kind of hanging in there again. Oh, tell Mr. Brown gets special directions, okay? Hey, stick around for some cookies and photos with Santa. You can probably hear, too, I think it's a Bay State band coming up right now.
Yep. That'd be they were founded in 1920, founded in New Bedford across New England, and the conductor is Frank Noonan, and he's been directing the band since 1998.
Really good guy. And again, these are bands that operate on a shoestring at best budget. So when they are holding events across the city and there's a small admission, please support them. And I love it that it's generational. So the older guys are teaching the younger kids, and it's just keeping that spirit, that love of entertainment, that joyful community language of music. So let's take a listen right now to our Bay State Band. Thank you, Bay State Band. This is the Fall River Police Department emergency service vehicle. The medevac, you might have seen this around town. It's serious business. Snowstorms, hurricanes, serious fires. It's a pretty heavy-duty vehicle. You can see the top there, and it is new to the fleet. I believe the Massachusetts State Police Trooper is next. Their headquarters are in Worcester. There you'll see their mounted units at summer events and beaches, canine security. And they are followed by Boston Gaelic bagpipers.
They've been around for 25 years. An interesting story about this, they were founded after the death of Boston officer Jeremiah Hurley, who was actually killed while defusing a bomb in the Boston area. Sad story.
Yeah, it's amazing when you get to look at some of the history of these groups. But let's take a listen now to the Boston Gaelic bands, the bagpipers. elected officials following the Gaelic band. Mayor Paul Coogan, State Rep Carol Fiola, some of our new members of the school committee, Chanel, Andrew Pozo, the city council, amazing people. Chanel Stewart was the last one I saw. Okay, I'm gonna try to call you out. Okay, Colin Dias, school committee member. Dr. Bronhard, assistant super. Dr. Tracy Curley, our super. Brian Raposo. I lost him again. But there's some kids excited, and they came equipped with their blue slickers. I think I saw Justin Thurber in there too.
And coming up next is the Colonial Navy of Massachusetts, wearing their replica uniforms of Colonial Navy in 1775 Fife and Drum Corps. This is the only colonial-era naval militia reenactors in the United States. How cool is that?
I love this stuff. I just love this history stuff. So let's take a listen. They are literally replica uniforms right down to the buttons. Well, you might get kicked out. They do allow modern eyewear. Thank you so much, Colonial Navy. Our fire chief is Jeffrey Bacon. In the spring of 2026, the Fall River Fire Department will be recognized on the state and national effort for heroic life-saving efforts at the Gabriel House fire 6 months ago.
Many families were displaced.
So sad. And these are the kids that every day see their moms and dads go off to work. It's so much more than a firefighter.
100%.
I mean, it's car crashes now, it's hazmat, it's overdoses. If you serve the community in any capacity as a public service man or woman, I thank you, I respect you, and I certainly see you every time you're out and about. Grateful to have you. Thank you. That's Chief Jeffrey Bacon.
The fire department does a lot for the community too, with Touch a Truck and all these special events they do. We typically cover that one down at the Flint Fire Station, one of the many 6 or so fire stations throughout the city. And they really get the community involved.
Yep.
They encourage children. Our students have also been there, filming, working, interacting with the community, and it's always a great story. It's one that I truly love to read.
Yeah, it's so wonderful because, you know, you're getting kids to understand safety, you know, stop, drop, and roll. And they see Sparky the fire dog come out. And I'm not going to talk over this. I think I see Deputy Chief Richard Aguiar in the center of your screen. He's with Fall River EMA Special Services. He plans evacuations, he assists at other emergencies.
Looks like some family members got to join in here too.
Oh yeah, the more the merrier. The more the merrier. Fall River EMS is led by Chief Beth Fonts. As I mentioned, Fall River EMS can respond to 31,000 calls annually. The Department of Public Health has rated our Fall River EMS among the best in the state. Thank you, Chief Fonts.
most fun characters. They're enjoying the parade just as much as the kids.
You know, the weather has been a bit downtrodden, but I'm kind of thinking it might be letting up. Maybe that's the optimist in me, which might be making a rare appearance on this day of joy. But wow, look at all the people.
The community came to represent here. And so did our emergency vehicles and departments.
Yep. But you think about it, it makes perfect sense why they're up in the front and why we also end with the street sweepers, because we have some animals that will be appearing, some pretty cool animals.
More this year than ever before, too.
I think we're coming back over here. Let's see. Yeah, here we are, Pauline. So a good turn. Oh, I just tapped you and you're a little wet there.
Just a little.
But we've got our umbrellas, and I do think it's letting up a tad. But coming up, we still have some, hopefully, Wally from the Red Sox, all kinds of events, different bands, and as I say, it's a live production. We've just got to be fluid, knowing that everyone is doing their best, and despite weather reports, we just don't know. So to the people that are watching at home, to the people who are down on the street and will watch later on, thank you for your patience.
Take it away.
Okay. That's the Bristol County Sheriff's Honor Guard and the Bristol County Sheriff's Department, led by Sheriff Paul Hero, who was elected in 2022. Remember, the Bristol County Sheriff's Department hires for so many jobs. For the right man or woman, it can really be a career. You can make a difference. It's nice out now. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating. Not nice. Pleasant. Bearable.
Pleasant would be. Pleasant's more accurate.
Okay.
I thought I saw the sun peek out. That would be classic New England
That would
weather,
be
actually.
beautiful. So if you look at the center of the screen, you can see Lamar, our Fred TV student, and he's assisting with some of our camera people.
I think that was Gary Leet.
Gary's out there on camera. Oh,
and
there's
here
Gary.
we're seeing the Colonial Pipers Bagpipe Band. It's a youth-centered bagpipe band founded 50 years ago. And the pipe major is Patrick Sullivan. Hello, Lamar.
Lamar
there he
turns
is.
around right at the same. He's waving the wrong way. No, so here's another one. Look at this. Young, old.
I love it.
Boys, girls. It's just so great to keep that tradition going. I want to take a listen to these guys. The pipe major is Patrick Sullivan. Did we say that already?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Or Wally or DCR.
Well, Wally would be coming after this.
Yeah, but see, they went to the sheriff.
But if I put my glasses on to see the paper, I can't see the screen.
And remember the joy we have starting at 3 right here at Government Center. Oh, there's Wally.
Wally's here. From the Boston Red Sox mascot, always a fan favorite.
Yeah, he's just cute. He's just fun.
The Green Monster.
Yeah.
Named after, of course, and wife.
Tessie is a female love interest. I don't know where she is today. I hope they're still
Might have
on
been
good
too cold for
standing.
her.
Yeah, maybe Tessie has another appearance, but I know Wally gets sad when Tessie's not around. Smokey Bear is next, another iconic character. This character was created 100 years ago, reminding people that only you can prevent forest fires. Now, I had a Smokey Bear lunchbox in the 70s. Probably worth
there a commercial of some
Yes,
kind?
that
Some
was
promo?
it. Yes, only
Yeah.
yes, and he's being driven by the Department of Conservation and Recreation. That's a group I belong to and volunteer with. They protect more than 450,000 acres of woodland right here in Massachusetts. Oh, these two gals are like my faves.
I definitely would. This would be a yard sale if I were out there.
Are you kidding me?
In my day, I definitely could have done that.
They are absolutely
I'm glad they
gorgeous.
are.
They're absolutely, oh, we lost it. And in this rain, and wearing these bulky, anyway, Henry Lord Community School, my good friend John Corey's over there as well as Dan Rigo, and here they come. Okay, hi Grinch. I don't know if there's a theme. It's just we go to Henry Lord. We're a K through 8 community school. Show up and have fun.
And they're proud of their school.
They sure
proud to
are.
represent.
So they had the Grinch Christmas float that we saw earlier when we were judging at Upper Kennedy Park. So
It's a
fun.
cute float.
Yeah,
Creative.
it's adorable. One of the PTO moms had a Grinch hat on, and I liked it because it was the Grinch before he turned happy.
Oh, God.
That's my kind of Grinch. But anyway.
Well, that is the Grinch.
Yeah, that is the Grinch. So Henry Lord Bulldogs do so much with the community school that as far as having kids there from K through 8, I mean, these relationships are established. You're with these kids from little first graders, kindergarten, up to heading into middle school and high school. Recreation.
Plenty of time to make an impression, make an impact.
Certainly.
And this is the recreation and the banner. They offer basketball, judo, homework help, dance, yoga, twirling of all ages. There's so much that recreation does for this community and the children and families within it. It's incredible. I'm amazed at all of the things that they do, the events that they plan, and how much they give to this community.
Hey, the sailing too, right?
Yes.
I didn't even know that was part of recreation.
Yes. Chris Nardi runs that program.
Yep.
Our student Braden Kinder had done a story on that last spring. So, yes.
Yeah, it's beautiful what they do. So you can see the recreation holding their banner and their vehicle dressed as Santa Claus. Grace Gerling is the executive director, and she is the brainchild keeping this parade going. Literally, they regroup a couple days after the parade, decide what went well, what they could do better. But let's take a listen to this dance from the recreation twirlers and cheerleaders and dancers and students galore.
Jingle bells around his feet and presents on the sled. Hey, look at the Mr. Lee on top of Dominic's head. A pair of shoes for Louie and a dress for Josephine. The label on the inside says the name.
And here are some of those animals that Jim was talking about earlier. We've got the National Lancers of Massachusetts, a volunteer cavalry militia troop workforce with our National Guard and State Defense Force.
I don't think people are aware of how well trained these animals are. I have been to recreation events and reenactments where it's the reenactment of the Civil War, Revolutionary War, and these animals do not flinch as, you know, the guns are going off, as things are being fired, as cannonballs are being fired. These horses are so well trained to assist at emergencies when officers need to get into tight spaces. They also are a mascot of sorts. Everyone wants to see an animal, and they allow children to understand that men and women in blue have different roles. Animals are treated respectfully. We're able to safely approach police with, of course, the understanding that these are animals at work. So thank you. That's beautiful, the Lancers. Absolutely gorgeous. Amazing animals. I guess if one of the horses gets tired, Pauline can hop on the buggy.
One was having a little too much fun there, hopping to the music. Almost looked like he was dancing.
Yeah, that's where waste management comes in, right? We just said that.
I just got Evan's joke.
Yeah, Evan's joke. Be quiet, Evan, please. Gonna get me in trouble. Here we go.
Oh,
Waste
there
management. Yeah, that was thoughtful because some groups, they have to wait until the end and then the street sweepers go through. But,
Yeah.
all right, we got, let's see, Laterno. Nope, I think it's this little guy on the dirt bike. Where are we? Let us get regrouped here. But in the middle,
James?
I'm not sure here. In the middle, we got SpongeBob. So I thought this was this Hot Rod Jace.
That's quite the crowd there.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, I see our elves, our Fred TV volunteer elves, Aiden and Brayden in the background there. They were tasked with handing out items to the crowd.
Okay, so there's SpongeBob. We have Hot Rod Jace, I'm going to say, 5-year-old
It
stunt
looks like
rider.
that,
Yeah.
although these guys look a little older than 5 years old, so.
Yeah, Jace got his whole family with him. But so let's move on. Let's move on to
this would be.
yeah, I'm trying to see. This one is Laterno with their giant inflatable snowman following, being carried by St. Anne's.
And we definitely thought this float was very creative. Remember the wall that they had done in the back? It's not shown now, but it will be soon.
Yeah, they were good.
Job. Laterno School is located on Anthony Street. They do such a great job with the children over there.
And they are followed by our first inflatable.
This is the snowman.
And it's carried by employees of St. Anne's Hospital. Again, a major parade sponsor. There we go. Great job, Laterno. You know, the moms and the PTO crew put so much effort into this.
That's so creative.
Yeah.
Good job, Laterno.
Hey, we saw them scurrying around. It was cold, it was early, and they got it done. All right, our giant inflatable. So these come from Michigan, and they're filled with a mix of helium. They're not inexpensive. They're a little expensive. We're looking. Hi, Lamar. Hi, Brayden.
Brayden and Aiden. And Michael D'Souza, a former Fred TV student who had mentioned to me that he must volunteer in this parade today, which was so nice.
I don't think they'll say no.
Thank you to all of you.
So our inflatable snowman being held by St. Anne's Hospital Brown University is doing some twirls right in the center intersection. And, you know, these guys and gals only get maybe a 2-3 hour training session just to maneuver. Today, despite the rain, knock on wood over here, there is no wind. I mean, there's no wind today.
That's what we have to worry about with these floats. And they have to go through that training, as you mentioned, where they have to dip below and underneath the wires and lights and stuff. And it looks like we have the Durfee Marching Band and Performing Arts coming up. There's Trevor Camara, a Fred TV student, and he is actually homecoming king this year representing Fred TV Club. And Alexiana Ortiz is the homecoming queen, and she was representing the Durfee Chorus. Congratulations to the two of you. Also, congratulations to the Durfee Hilltopper Marching Band. They've won a slew of things, and they've grown double in size since 2021. The recent awards include 2025 U.S. Bands Division I Open State Champions, 2025 New England Scholastic Band Association Division I Champions, 2025 Quincy Holiday Parade Division I Champions. Congratulations, Durfee High School. They are led by Julia Klinger. Great job, wonderful students. You look great, you sound great.
It's beautiful. I just love the marching bands. They're my fave. And you know, these kids are. It's just kind of fun to see. I do, sadly, recognize year after year the same families camp out early. When I was driving here this morning, there were families walking from like Langley Street to get a good spot. We've got Fall River Nutrition Program under the direction of Mr. Robert Cutting. He provides district-wide meals as well as summer lunches. Guy never stops. Very helpful.
Honestly, Bob Cutting and his staff,
Yeah.
they are wonderful. They do so much even for the Durfee clubs, communities, athletics. They're always donating, volunteering their time. I truly cannot thank them enough. This bus is the Pace bus, and I heard it's being driven by Derek Farias. Couldn't imagine that when I saw the size of it, but
we saw Derek earlier. So this is the Parent and Community Engagement Center, and basically, I mean, you can kind of figure out what it does. It takes the need, and it brings the people and the need together. So for families that need vaccinations, registering for school, questions about medical care, housing, that bus will travel the city and assist parents where it's most needed. Oh, there's some
We've got
really
some
cute
kids
smiles.
from
Look at this
Spencer
smile.
Borden right now. He's so happy to be part of the parade. I love it. And you know, that's a great idea because these packages are wrapped perfect for the rain that we had earlier. Wow, they had a good show.
They had
turnout.
a good turnout.
Good job, Spencer Borden.
You know, many years ago, they'll probably be mad. My kids did the Tansy Parade a couple times, and I don't know, we had weather kind of like this. And my daughter just went with it. Brad was the one who was kind of, oh, Mom, you know. But, hey, what do we say? It builds character, right? It's all for a good cause. They're with their friends. They're making others happy. And to be able to say that I was in a parade is kind of cool.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
I would have loved this when I was a kid.
Absolutely.
We had Community Connections van that just went by, the nonprofit organization servicing adults with developmental disabilities. It's in a day program setting. And here we have, speak of the devil.
Matt,
Is it
Morton?
Tansy? I think the sign just went by, so I can't tell.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're right. You're right. It is Morton,
Dave
Cuss,
Madison, Morton.
Talbot.
Yep.
All three
So
middle
all
schools.
three of our middle schools with their mascots. It's funny how the schools go through different mascots and they change what mascot they're going to have.
He needs some music.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got some
It's good
moves.
stuff. It's good stuff.
I believe, if our lineup is correct, this is Durfee High School. First time in the parade as a float/vehicle. Yes, that is the Durfee High School float. Principal, Dr. Jessica Stevens. Great. She does such a wonderful job over there. You know, Durfee gets a bad rap sometimes because it's such a big school, and I think it just offers so much to some of these kids. People don't even know it's a public school and a vocational school. In the truck, I believe, were Kim Tibertino and Jessica Silvera. They are club advisors and have a lot to handle over there at the high school. Thank you to everybody.
Yeah, there were members in there, too, of the National Honor Society, which are so helpful. They make appearances at school committee meetings to talk about what's going on, not only at Stone, but also at RPA and Durfee as well. This is my favorite, the Bookmobile. You will see this brand new Bookmobile. It only got rolled out 2 years ago at low-income housing, elder housing, places where people might not have access to the People's University that opened 150 years ago. Smile Factory clowns entertain through the South Coast. Just call them. Wow. I'd love to have them at a party I go to. Balloons, fun, magic, face painting. Thank you for this wonderful appearance in the center of your screen. And those clowns also include Funny Bones, who visit area hospitals to cheer and distract very sick children, again, with magic shows, bubbles, and art. We have the Brownie Troop now and the Girl Scouts, Troop 1061, promoting organ donor awareness. as one of their young Somerset members is in need of a kidney transplant. Founded more than 100 years ago, the Brownies and the Girl Scouts promote female character, strength, courage, and curiosity. And there is one of our little inflatables there. Okay, ooh. That reindeer is going to fly into government center.
I think he's a little frozen.
You said you needed windshield wipers. This guy needs
I
some.
do. I have my glasses. But
oh, God, I'm losing my mind, and it's only the first quarter. All right.
Next up, we have the Old Colony Model T Club. This club was formed in 1967. Oh, wait. We went off the...
That's okay.
Hi, kids.
I think they're going to need
so
some...
cute.
Listen, put the dish soap back. Mom needs to do dishes tonight. Oh, that's funny. I do not remember seeing this. Yeah.
Oh, there he is. He's having a little too much fun.
Jeez. That's beautiful stuff. Yeah, back on the Model T, Pauline. These are always one of my faves. It's so fascinating to me that 15 million of these, yes, that's 15 million, rolled off the assembly line at Ford just between 1908 to 1927. When going 20 miles an hour, you might get a speeding ticket. So great. So listen, the Model T Club is generally bigger, but it's been tough weather for these guys today. If you have one of those rusty old Model Ts in the garage, please hook up with the Model T Club, and they're happy to give you some ideas on restoring the truck, how you can register it as an antique vehicle, and join their crew. I just love that. Amazing. You know,
a lot of work renovating
tons
those.
of work. I mean, wherever we were, if my dad saw a car like that, we'd have to stop traffic. And he'd get out and ask about the year and the horsepower. Just amazing. Think of that thing. 100 years old. Nice job. Let's modernize right now with the next group.
So here we have Joseph Case High School Cardinal Marching Band. They hold 5 national championships and 4-time state champion titles.
Go Cardinals, that's my alma mater. You good? Okay. It's my sidekick, Evan. He was just checking in with us. He's going to try to get the drone up in the air. I don't know if the weather will cooperate. Thank you, Case Cardinals, under the direction of Pam Reed. Let's take a listen. Public Schools Early Learning Center. A new takeoff. It's at Bristol Connolly High School now on Ellsbury Street since the closure of Bristol County. Since the closure of Bishop Connolly. We've opened this up for early education. And it works because it's only a 2-story building.
It's a great space over there, and I'm glad they put it to use.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I think this is paced nicely. Every year when we speak with Grace Gerling, who puts the rundown together, she has to put bands in certain areas, make sure they're divided by a float, get some kids in there, a little bit of difference. We don't want to see all the bands in the top. United Neighbors Association is 20 chapters in the state to strengthen families, prevent child abuse. They just do so much behind the scenes work.
And to your point, mentioning the lineup and everything, that is a tough job. There's 130 plus, and of course, you do have some people that can't make it last minute, so you're moving things around, or people that want to join us after all that discover they can. So it's definitely a big job, much appreciated. I know it's one of Grace's favorite things to do of this parade. Pardon my voice, people. You know, it is the season, and we're a little hoarse this morning.
It's just been a little bit busy. Okay, I see a drone flying over my head. So watch where you're going there, Evan. We got the Huskies from Holy Name, the cheerleaders, and their mascot. I want to say a big shout out to Eli and Livy from Coach Pam. I love swimming with you too. And we have a lot of fun in the summer. And you're just wonderful children, and you go to a great school. And so many people care about you, including me. And I'm proud to be friends with your family. And that is the Holy Name Huskies, led by the cheerleaders. Still going by. All right, drone's up in the air. There we go. Evan's happy.
Nice shot. Oh, here's what we were talking about. This is Hot Rod Jace. 5 years old, everyone. A little stunt rider. He's been riding his electric bike since the age of 2. And he's a favorite over at New Hampshire's Laconia Bike Week Rally. Can you imagine what a story to tell when he gets older?
Oh, jeez.
Look at him go. How much fun. You get, both Pam and I have boys,
Yeah,
and both of them would have loved to do this at 5 years old. I just know it.
Then they waited. Mine waited till 15. Yikes. No, just be safe out there, you two-wheelers. I speak to my son specifically, how proud and how much I love you. So be careful out there, Hot Rod Jace. It's amazing. Pediatric Associates now in the center of your screen. Really a staple here in the city, up on Middle Street, serving tens of thousands of kids, infants to teens, since the 1970s. I feel that I know those characters. What are
They're Minions. The float was Minions. They
Okay,
did have
all
a
right.
fabulous float.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, see those two. I do not know. My kids are a little older. They
Yeah.
weren't really into the
It's
Minion-y thing.
Minions, yeah. Oh, the Minions are big amongst young people.
Oh, okay.
And the adults too, apparently.
Yeah. I recognize
Here we
the
go.
doctors. There we go.
Here we go.
Nice job,
What
Minions.
a great job.
Pediatric Associates right here on Middle Street.
Very
It's nice now. I mean, the tablecloth is soaked. My tree is soaked. But we got the drone up. People are starting to warm up. And remember, at 3 o'clock, we're going to be opening up Government Center here for music, cookies with Santa. There's a DJ, and the tree lighting is at 5. We got Fonska Elementary right now in the center of your screen. Fonseca is named after the first Portuguese female elected to the state Senate. Mrs. Fonseca rallied for women's rights. She was a real force to be reckoned with. Known for her hats and her brooches all the time. Aleppo Shriners, Cape Cod Fire Brigade, and the Crazy Carts. The golf carts are outfitted as mini fire engines, and the fire boats are custom carts. They're actually motorized dune buggy kind of things. 300,000 members of the Aleppo Shriners worldwide, and their main goal is simply philanthropy for sick children.
These are pretty done up, Pam.
Yeah, they're fun. I like the boats too. And because the Shriners are a nationwide organization, it's funny that as you go to different parts of the country and see the groups, up in Maine, up in Canada, areas of Canada, they have the more fishing boats. So it's just, you know, in Florida, you go down, you see a lot of golf cart, more traditional looking golf carts. So it's funny how the Shriners kind of adapt and change to fill the need of who they have here. This is Nichols, our mascot from Bank 5. Bank 5 opened about 150 years ago when mill workers could open savings account with just 5 cents. And that nickel mascot is kind of just stayed around. Portsmouth High School Marching Band.
This is a 75-piece band out of Portsmouth, Rhode Island.
They're repeat, right? They're here every year.
They've
Yeah.
been here for many years.
Well, I like the festive outfits. Let's take a listen. Okay, so the bands continue on north to North Main Street, where they've had their buses parked before, and they hop back on. So everyone wants to go first, right? Makes sense, but patience is key. And as we mentioned, there is a lineup. They try to keep steady. They separate our bands and our floats.
Well, that only makes sense because then you wouldn't be able to hear each band.
Yep, and now we're able to enjoy each one. So each group has one.
All right, I always like this kind of music.
Me too.
I feel like you can dance to it.
Ah, cute. High-fiving the kids and stuff. So you can see the viewing stand right there on the left. It was packed before. I think the people who come back, they just ran off to get some paper towels to dry off the seats. That's the viewing stand. We put signs out that say play now, please, in case you have your instruments or wave to the camera as well.
I believe coming up here, it's hard to see the sign, but I believe this is Carlton M. Viveris Elementary School, named after former Mayor Viveris, who served from 1978 to 1990. Yep.
Mayor Viveris still walks the boardwalk in the morning. He's done so much for Fall River. We're missing, is it Westall went by?
Yeah.
Do great.
Don't know if that was part of the Jeep group. Maybe that got a little lost.
So you can see from the drone up there, Evan Massoud is manning the drone, and yeah, it's exciting to see. It's amazing to me how much technology has changed just having when I started working 39 years ago in the city, and now we got these drones and these cameras, and it's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
The drone shots are very cool. Here we go, the Mountain View Clydesdale, based out of Bristol, Connecticut. Did you know one male Clydesdale can weigh up to 2,200 pounds?
Yikes.
This carriage can also be rented for weddings, banquets, corporate events, any kind of party.
Hey, anybody want to take me for a ride on this? I'm up. That's easy.
They're a staple here.
They're
They've
beautiful.
been here for many years.
I mean, they're absolutely gorgeous. I think some of the most wonderful commercials were the Budweiser Clydesdale commercials.
Oh,
right?
love those.
Bring you to tears.
They really do.
And the care these animals get, the veterinarian care, the warmth. Look at that. These animals ride in style.
Look at that trailer.
That's what
They're having a hard time making the corner here.
Yeah, beautiful. I can smell the diesel actually from it now. But they're just amazing to see that. Always a crowd favorite too, like you said.
Coming up, you can hear this band, Lacey Cheryl 5. They perform everywhere, especially locally, in favorite pop, rock, country, spanning decades. Great band. I've personally seen them. Enjoy them very much.
Yeah, they're fun. They can be found at the Oriental Pearl, Troy City. They get around.
Tipsy Seagull.
The Elks. All right, Diamond Bengals. Woo! The vocational state champs. I'm sorry I'm talking over Lacey Cheryl, but I'm just so proud of these guys in Medford the other night. Taking it home. Nice
Fantastic
job, guys.
job, boys.
Look at the smiles. I wonder
I'd be parading around with that trophy if I got one of those too.
Amazing.
Great
Really
job.
great. Really great. Yeah, what a game. What a game. Bobby Bailey is the athletic director over there at the Bengals at Diamond. Bobby Bailey, our school committee member, is athletic director.
And they're getting, they have quite the cheering section.
I was giving a shout out to Bobby Bailey. He's the athletic director at Diamond. Okay, good. Also our school committee man. So I know Bobby was probably hoarse the next day. And so was Evan, my coworker, our coworker here, Pauline, because he had the event broadcast.
And this is the Fall River Federal Little League celebrating 75 years.
Yeah, you know, these were one of my favorites too, the floats. Absolutely special. So they will have their first pitch coming up this spring in 2026. And it's just great. They play all over the city, and welcome to our parade. Oh, I see a 3. So this must mean that we have a float that won. So this is the replica wall from the Vietnam Veterans of Fall River, attended by the Nativity Village Living Nativity theme from First Congregational Church. The Vietnam Veterans of Fall River is a group of Vietnam combat veterans who advocated to bring a replica wall to our waterfront. And sadly, there are more than 58,000 American names on that wall. 22 are young men who were killed in Vietnam from Fall River. First Congregational Church teamed up with the Vietnam Veterans of Fall River in order to bring that living nativity scene that we see. Thank you, Bill Damaris, Linda Pereira, Paula Damaris, the whole crew I have over there. Gnome Surf, they're pretty good too.
I have friends that have had their children over at Gnome Surf. They do such a great job. Surf therapy, life-changing for some of these kids. Yoga, art, all kinds of therapy, all kinds of surfing, and they take a lot of. They have a lot of volunteers too. I think they do it over at Horseneck Beach, South Shore Beach too, in Little Compton as well.
Yep, they do a great job, and they also come into the Durfee Pool occasionally to work with our lifeguard students there. So thank you, Chris Anteo. He's the founder of Gnome Surf.
Very passionate in what they do.
Absolutely. And this is Miss Abby.
This float is being held by the Diamond Tech Honor Society as well as the National Honor Society. And this is Abby from the Muppets.
Apparently, Abby's quote, so I'll say it, "That's so magical." I don't know how I did.
Thank you for saying that.
Hey, I don't know. Usually it's Cookie Monster's more my speed. But hey, no. Abby is a joyful pink character who speaks of inclusivity and just love and acceptance, kindness. And so it's only fitting that she's right here in the center of our screen, having a little pause. As Pauline said, it's the Diamond Tech Honor Society and the Diamond National Honor Society students who are manning Abby today. Let's see. See what goes into it, though? So Abby's on kind of this trolley. So some are pulling, some are pushing Abby or the trolley, and the folks in the back are taking direction from the ones in the front because obviously they're unable to see exactly where that street light is.
It's almost like a row team.
Yeah, yeah. It's and again, I mean, some years have been so windy, and we hold our breath, and it gets through, and it's actually pretty pleasant today.
And
right
Diamond
now.
is also in the inflatable costumes as well. Lots of volunteers from Diamond High School. We thank you so much.
And again, congrats to the Bengals football team. So we should note that these floats actually appear in the Macy's Day Parade as well. Supplied by the same company. Pretty cool. That would be the Great American Marching Band, a military veteran organization. It's recognized as a patriotic employer by the Office of the Secretary of Defense. Thank you for your service to our country. Tansy Elementary. Over on Ray Street. Oh, they got like a surf Oahu kind of thing going on there. That's cool too. But it looked like in the float judging, if I'm correct, the Vietnam veterans came in third. It looked like
that.
Yes,
that was the number 3 at the beginning, on the front of the
yes.
vehicle.
Forgive me if I've missed 1 and 2 that might have passed earlier. I'm unsure yet, but that one just stood out to me. So congratulations to the organizers of that. Joe Marshall, President Zabrega, so many people. Joe Bisco had a hand. Oh,
And
Liberty
here-
Utilities.
Yep, Liberty Utilities. Their slogan is Energy and Water for Life. They're here with their employees and families.
And people are going to be making some hot chocolate runs, I think, after. Boys and Girls Club. Oh, another. I can't say enough about this group. They run Camp Welch in Assonet. That's a summer favorite for kids with a swimming pool. Boys and Girls Club was founded in the late 1800s.
I loved the Boys and Girls Club, and I actually went to Camp Welch in Assonet. Some of my best memories in my childhood were from the Boys and Girls Club. I remember doing the hustle on the weekend when I was 5 years old with their jukebox, learning swim, going to camp, arts and crafts, and they did so much for kids and still continue to do so. It's just a favorite of mine.
And it's affordable, and I think, you know, you go there for homework help. There's really something for everyone. There's not a kid that comes back from Boys and Girls Club and says, oh, it's such a boring day. No. Homework help, instruments. They teach them pool and cards, meditation. Of course, moving your body, mind, and spirit to stay healthy. The Bay Coast Bank is also here. This is the community bank since 1851. So get on the bus and improve your education. That's their slogan. I've been inside that bus. It's got some interesting things in there, and anything that can teach young people about finances, I'm all for. So, kind of like, yeah, save that first nickel like Bank 5. So thank you, Bay Coast. You are also a sponsor of the parade, and we appreciate that. Green School now. Green Gators.
They have an interesting and cute little newscast over there from one of their ESL teachers. We've seen it. They've done a great job.
I think that they will probably be future Fred TV students.
I hope so.
I hope so, too. I want to run down again a quick thank you to our major sponsors. So I'm just going to find that page. The Roaming Railroad is so fun. Again, this is a lawn tractor that's kind of been turned into the Roaming Railroad. And you can rent the Roaming Railroad, which is pretty cool. So if you have that, I'll find it. I think it was on page 1 somewhere. But again, we're going to give a plug. So the Big Arts and Crafts Fair, the largest in the region, really, free admission, Durfee. You can get there today before 4, but hey, save it for tomorrow. You're enjoying the parade right now at home or whether you're here. It is the largest fundraiser for the Fall River Scholarship Foundation, which was founded in 1979 by Mr. James Rogers. Nearly $1 million has been awarded, perhaps a little over actually, since I last wrote this, over the years. So get over there today at Durfee.
Looks like we have the express here. Is this the Samuel Watts? Nope, Lux Dance School. National competition team. That's amazing. They traveled quite far.
Yeah, they've got offer all styles of dance, which is fun, and for all ages. So from the Titans, ballerina, to jazz, that's cool.
You bet.
This is the SRTA, Southeast Regional Transit Authority, established in 1974.
Rides are free or discount, and they go everywhere. Family Resource Center, Family Service Association, Community Resource Program supports families during the crisis. Merry Christmas! Nice job. So things are drying up, and I want to keep reminding people about the importance of our sponsors. They include Bank 5,
St. Anne's Hospital and Hasbro Hospital,
Cosmopolitan Dispensary Incorporated,
Scotty Lopes of Citywide Glass,
South Coast Hospitals,
Suffolk Construction, and St. Anne's Credit Union.
Oh, very cool. You're giving the parade away, Evan. That's amazing. So we're looking at Kennedy Park. You can kind of see where we are. It's Government Center. And Middle Street, you see the cars still in the very center is Middle Street. So we're kind of taking a southern view.
After Storybook Entertainment,
Special magic at Christmas time this year.
I think the princesses are favorite of those little ones to our left.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. So you can see these princesses at different events in Fall River, but of course, to make your little ones party extra special, they are available to make an appearance. And thank you for being here today. In the center of your screen is the mobile art studio called Griffin, representing the Greater Fall River Art Association on Belmont Street under the direction of Dana Barnes and Coach Bear.
Looks like they had to make a quick stop there. We've got some beauty queens here. I believe that is Ava Dooley. And I'm looking for my paper, and Kalia.
The Miss Massachusetts
Kalia
pageants.
Griffin it was, excuse me. Kalia Griffin was Miss Massachusetts 2025, and Ava Dooley is an 18-year-old college freshman at LSU from Shrewsbury.
Look at kind of cute. Beautiful, lots of horses doing the quick step, and I think that's what I like. It's open. People just say, hey, you have a horse, you have a little go-kart. We can find a place for you in the parade. So yeah, Miss Massachusetts and Miss Teen Massachusetts were in the sleighs being pulled by these beautiful ponies. And the Miss Massachusetts and the Miss America pageant overall is one of the largest fundraisers for young girls in the world, providing them with leadership skills.
And I know Kalia Griffin, who is our Miss Mass 2025, she's focusing on creating solutions for those who are unhoused. And Ava Dooley, her motto is initiative is choreograph your future, helping the next generation plan ahead.
Artistic Dance Studio has a wonderful competition team that we're looking at right now. They're based out of Fall River for more than 20 years. You know, when you can get a little boring going to like, I don't know, yoga or Zumba, but when you get to these classes and they're teaching you new steps and you have great music and it's really fun. So I encourage you to go to one of these dance classes and you're gonna feel your cardio and you're just gonna
and they're always creating new classes, new ways of teaching.
It's just amazing. I mean, if for people who say, oh, exercise is boring, well, you got to give this dance a try then. And the cardio and some of the
That's
tap
my
even.
preferred type of exercise.
It doesn't feel like work. You know, look at Grinch's rocking out over there on the left, but tap, ballet, give Fall River's Artistic Dance Studio a buzz. And all ages, they'll find something for you.
I think they even have a new Christian dance class coming up.
Well, that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Like I said,
different.
Yeah, something for everybody. Oh, Grinch just made an appearance in the camera. That was perfect. Can't plan this stuff sometimes. So we've got the John Doran Community School 2 coming into the center of your screen now.
Some of the schools did a good job.
Yeah. You know, all of FRPS, under the direction of Superintendent Curley, is invited to please kind of brainstorm and put together a float or have your students march. PTO, moms and dads, of course, put in a lot of work as well and get the kids together. Livestream is now here in the center of your screen.
When we were judging, this was one of my favorites.
Me too. I don't know.
They put a lot of work into that float.
Livestream matches individuals with developmental disabilities, perhaps even brain injuries, to jobs, recreation, and housing. Individuals receive support to attain independence and lives that are meaningful and fulfilling on their own terms. Look at the bubbles. I've got to be honest, I thought they would be in our top 3 as far as judging floats.
1344 at Brook Avenue. That is not a toy, young man. Young man, that is not a toy. Take your seats, please. Take your seats.
And you can see that Livestream is, of course, this year celebrating their 50th anniversary. Oh, they do. They have number 1 right at the top. Am I missing it? Oh, the last minute. I hope I'm telling the truth. Be nice to have that down up there in chat, but okay. So yeah, I look like Livestream got number 1, but
well, I think they deserve it.
Yeah, you know what? In my book, we're all number 1. All right, we got our Mr. Corsair here, the UMass Dartmouth mascot, Arnie. He first joined the Children's Parade in 2010. I mean, I'm a proud SMU grad now. I guess it's UMass Dartmouth, and
I remember those days when it was SMU.
Yeah, then they sent me a, I don't know, when they switched over and said, if you want a new diploma degree that says UMass Dartmouth, it's $30. I said, nah.
I'll keep it.
I'll keep the SMU one.
I hear another band coming, and I know that that's the Dighton Rehoboth Marching Band. Premier High School in our area. They perform both locally and up and down the East Coast. They'll be coming up momentarily.
Yep, number 1. We were right.
Oh, thank you for that.
Beautiful. Okay, thanks,
We
Evan.
did good.
So Livestream, we're proud to say, received number 1 placement in the float competition. Number 3 was the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall. And number 2, we're still on the lookout. We have the Falcon Marching Band right now from Dighton, Rehoboth. The Miracle Fish puppets. These are the brainchild of Mr. Vinny Lovegrove, and they are just a favorite since 1993 when they were founded out of Providence. They've really received national attention, and I just love seeing these. No two look alike. We have party characters too in the center of our screen by Tabby. Unforgettable Memories.
I think they also specialize in, you know, turning into princesses and princess parties and tea parties and storybook entertainment as well.
All good. They look like little snowflakes there. Yeah, we've got a little stretch. So it seems like a good time, too, to get through some of our reminders. So many schools in FRPS this season will be having their Christmas and holiday and winter concerts. So remember that the best way to find out is to check out Parent Square, and also on our Fred TV Facebook page, we have a rundown of the upcoming concerts,
Yes.
what time. I hate to say it out there now because things do move, but if you do go to Parent Square and certainly Fred TV on Facebook, we do a good job of keeping that updated so that you know when. Of course, our roving cameras record the
Yes.
concerts
Yes.
if parents and grandparents are unable to attend in person. And that's super important. I'm proud of that work that we do to bring events such as this parade, for example, to people who are unable to be here. Or even, it's interesting to me when grandparents say, my gosh, I retired to Florida, but it was so fun to see my kid in Dighton, Rehoboth marching. Or when they worked at Liberty Utilities or CERTA Bus, and now they've retired and moved elsewhere. So I think live streaming and having the ability to replay this broadcast, not only on Channel 9, Channel 18, of course on Facebook, on demand, YouTube.
Also on our HD channel 1072 as well.
1072, I'd be curious. Ooh, HD sometimes scares me, like it's not forgiving. Not forgiving to our face. But yeah, so there's so many opportunities that we're able to see it now, and I think that's special. So do make sure that you stay up to date with Parent Square if you are, of course, in the FRPS community, and the Facebook page. And those are updated so that you know where to be for your students' events. Oh, my favorite, it's the Pony Club. Pony Club has more than 1,700 members, and they are open to anyone who has a Mustang from 65 up until modern day.
Pam, you need to be a part of this club.
Well, you know, next year, if I'm not here, whoa, I don't have a GT and I don't squeal. Or tie my tires like, you know, but yeah, so the Mustang Pony Club, 1,700 members, believe it or not. They started getting about 8:30 this morning. They were getting their cars in order to prepare for today's event. And now the sun is out. You see the full moon the other night? It was beautiful. Full moon was beautiful. I think it was, what, Thursday night? Yeah, it's the cold moon or snow moon. That was beautiful. Now we've got this weather.
What do we have here? It's a little challenging to see from our screen. Who is this?
Well, the sun is now, so we have had everything. We've had clouds, we had rain. Now it's sunny.
Lots of wavers here. I'm still hoping to see what group they are from. Beautiful float, nicely decorated. Perfect for this parade in this time of year. I'm wondering if this is Studio Life art.
We've got some dancing going on.
Studio Life art.
There we go. You were right. Out of Tiverton.
They're out of Tiverton. Their motto is relax, inspire, and create.
Okay, I can live with that.
I like it. And their theme is, for their float, is Let It Snow.
Yeah, it's a cute float. It's really cute. So another dance studio. They really add so much, though. They add so much to the parade. Art and dance classes, yeah. There we go.
That's a nice shot.
That's a nice shot. It's pretty. So that's one way to stay warm. Okay, so they're jumping up and down the 1.5 miles and staying warm. That will keep you warm. If you're just,
we need to dance and
I
sing.
was gonna say,
Well, I won't sing.
Don't tempt me. No, I'm not singing either. But no, I won't sing either. So I want to remind again, a plug out to Citizens for Citizens celebrating their 60th anniversary working here in Fall River. They've always and only been on Griffin Street, that big blue former church. It's expanded, it's changed, they've opened different locations, but they are in need of toys this year. Please reach out. Crystal Arpa is running the center on Eastern Avenue, which has kind of worked well as a one-stop shopping, food, clothing, and now toy pantry at this time of year too. But she has put the plea out that she is more, this has been the worst year for collections, and Crystal's getting a little concerned because they not only service our kids here, but also out to Taunton. So if you're able to give.
Didn't our friend Dave mention something that he was doing? Was it
Yeah.
tomorrow? Or?
Yep. So Dave LeBoy over here at Government Center is holding a fundraiser for CFC Toys. And he makes a lot of appearances and does a lot for the community, so thank you, Dave, if you're listening. Battleship Cove is also coming into your screen right now. USS Massachusetts, they have replica costumes, uniforms, and they are the world's largest collection of warships that we have right here. Come visit Big Mamie. Never in the course of battle has Big Mamie lost a sailor. That's amazing. Dorothy Cox Chocolates, another favorite. But hey, have you tasted their ice cream? Generations work side by side for 100 years now at Dorothy Cox in Fairhaven and Fall River too now.
And these are the Girl Scouts of Southern New England. Girl Scouts create the world they want to live in. Builds confidence, character. Of course, there's all kinds of courses that you can take and badges that you can earn. I was a Girl Scout. It was definitely another favorite of my youth.
Yeah, I mean, so if the Girl Scout cookies come by, we got Miss Fall River right at the top of our screen. Again, it's so, you know, these pageants are so much more. These girls have to have platforms. They work on public speaking. They make people aware of organizations and assistance and acceptance, and they just do so much more. And their reward is scholarship money. So really, it's an education fund.
And they really do learn leadership and working within the community, public speaking. It is amazing. These girls train very hard for that.
They certainly, certainly do. So again, please remember our furry friends this holiday season. Faxon Animal Rescue League on Durfee Street, Forever Paws Animal Shelter on Lidwood Street. Always in need of food donations for the animals that are under their care. Veterans Association on Pine Street under Ken Levesque and Kim Wagner are also collecting items. Stumpy's, that one's Stumpy's.
Stumpy's Hatchet.
Yeah, Stumpy's is fun.
It is fun. And, you know, you could go there just with a group of friends or as a corporate event.
I just want to say don't wear sandals to Stumpy's. In fact, I think if you go in there with sandals or flip-flops, they say, no. So, no, that may have been the Lizzie Borden Museum that just went by earlier. It was hard to see. And we've got the Seekonk Warriors marching band.
They've been featured on ABC News as the band of the week.
Wow.
Did you know that 25% of Seekonk High School students are part of this marching band? That's incredible.
Well, I do now, and that's pretty darn impressive. They also performed in Magic Kingdom, at Walt Disney World, and to have 25% of your kids, that's pretty good. So something's going right there in Seekonk. Thank you. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. So the tree lighting is scheduled for 5. Mayor Paul Coogan will illuminate the tree. And at 3, though, right out following the parade, there's so much more fun that will get started right here at Government Center. We saw them getting ready for face painting. Oh, this is on point.
This is breaking, yep.
On point?
Breaking point.
Breaking point.
Yep. This is Breaking Point Dance Studio, tiniest ballerinas, trendy tech dancers. They have all kinds of classes there, whether it's ballet, tap, hip hop, jazz, point, you name it, modern.
All right, that's it. It's over. We've had 5 dance studios go by. I envy the glitter and the costumes, okay? I gotta have my bling.
If I remember correctly, too, back when we did Operation Christmas, this group was a part of our program as well. So they've been around for a very long time here in Fall River, folks.
I think that's most rewarding, too, when we look at some of these agencies and these businesses that are celebrating, not 10 years, not 20, a generation. We're talking 30 plus to have been able to survive and assist the community, give back to the community, and just form those relationships. It's something that you look back on as an adult and say, hey, I was a part of that. That's cool. And so to these young ladies here on the screen, but again, it's open to all. It's a fabulous opportunity, I think, to build teamwork and character. Nice job, girls.
And they're making memories, too.
Yeah, look,
this is going to be,
and here's some little ones,
It's going to be a fun
too.
story to tell later on.
It sure is. But I think that's heartwarming, as we'll see later from Salvation Army. It's really, again, a mixing of generations because we have to get the young people involved. Oh, I see Todd and Ozzy right over there in the center. Now, okay, this guy just, hot summer day, got some errands, didn't want to leave the pooch at home. You could try this, Pauline. Bruno's a little big, though.
Bruno, 94 pounds, I don't know.
Well, wait till you see Ozzy. And he just kind of strapped Ozzy on, and it's
just
one
goes
of the
for errands, right?
It just went in one summer. They cranked up 800 miles just running errands. Now they've got a Facebook page. They've been featured on like Good Morning America. So here he is in his evil
That's
Knievel.
awesome.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. You see stuff like that, and
here I was just shopping for a hat with a picture of Bruno and I.
oh, you thought we were all cool, huh? Well, no. Todd's appeared in St. Patrick's Day, 4th of July, and now here he is for Christmas. But yeah, it's kind of funny. He's a good guy, and he wants to make sure that people know that animals are our friends and care for them in this cold weather as well. As you do. Treat your pets like your family.
Yeah,
Bruno and
definitely.
Lucy, Pauline.
What do we have here?
This must be the YMCA because Full Play Project, the YMCA. Fall River Lightning Swim Team, yes. So this is the YMCA because I recognize that young man in the driver's seat. My friend Ray Prevost, that is his grandson. So YMCA of Fall River, again, founded in the 1850s, right on North Main. It's amazing these agencies that have morphed. The YMCA recently went through a $10 million renovation, and that's another group that will have something for everyone from infant swim to elder exercises.
Well, you can tell who's coming next.
I sure can.
It's the YMCA. It's on North Main Street. They assist young men down and out, now all ages, infant swim, aerobics, arts and crafts, summer camp, homework help, childcare, you name it. And it's fully handicapped accessible.
That's right. It's beautiful what they've done with the YMCA. And you walk into that building now and they still preserve some historic touches. And to think that we have an agency from the 1850s, I mean, before the Civil War, and it's still in the same location. So it brings me right back to my point of success just breeds success.
I wonder if these young people here are from the Ultimate Defense Martial Arts School. Celebrating teamwork, mental clarity and focus, body mechanics, self-respect, control and fitness, and of course, lots of fun. This has got to be the No Cares Car Cruisers, car enthusiasts, I'm assuming. We're a little out of order here, but that's okay. They raise money for during cruise nights, shows. They give back. Raising lots of money, being a car enthusiast. What could be better than that? Doing something you love, raising money to help others.
Or it's the ponies just coming back again. A Mustang in the middle and a Mustang going by. But remember, a lot of these car companies are, these car and hot rod clubs are open to everyone. It's cruise nights, shows, and you know, a lot of the people say they learn a lot, right? Like, well, what did you do to soup up this car? Oh, I had problems here, so I did this.
Alex Mello is on handheld down on the street, and he must be feeling like he's working for NASCAR again.
Yeah. It might be Downshifters Car Club too. We had a couple of them in the in the parade this day. So, but I think the 41st Children's Holiday Parade, we're doing okay here, considering we started with some rain. We have the Flint Neighborhood Association. Neighborhood is a safe neighborhood. Now under the direction of Bernadette Samoy. It's one of the oldest neighborhood organizations in the state. All volunteer. They hosted a couple of debates. Hi, Ron Cabral. They hosted a couple of debates. Carlos Caesar's on that float. And really were impactful, I think, this election season. The Theater Rats.
This is Tuition Be Fully Inclusive Theater Company. Wonderful. I love this. Talk about diversity, inclusion, award from Massachusetts Association of Community Theaters. Everyone can flourish. Everybody's included. I love this on so many levels.
Yeah, it's just a win-win. There's no negativity to that. So, Theater Rats, it's kind of funny.
I like the name, actually.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of people on the screen. I'm not sure if this is another school. Candy shop, I see that going by. I don't know. Well, thank you for joining us. Happy to have you.
Elmo's to the left of Alex over. Oh, we just lost him. Yep, more with Theater Rats. So they're all part of Theater Rats.
Okay, makes sense now. Pam and I have this wonderful big monitor here, and sometimes we occasionally will look back, trying to see a little bit of everything, what's coming up.
Oh yeah, this was Family Heating and Cooling. So they had a float as well that we went by down at, we were thinking that one was at lower, well, mid-Kennedy. But really cute. You see their colorful fleet of vehicles going around the city. And it's obviously what it says. It's a family-run business. It's local, HVAC. And they have kind of a winter wonderland theme going on here. Beautiful trucks, really fun.
They have a saying, the team that brings the heat when it's cold and keeps things cool when it's hot. Like that.
I like it. So we all need our slogans. So the parade, I can see tons of food trucks already lining up. So my favorite is the What's Cooking cupcake, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Don't tell anybody. Sometimes people say, wait, it's $5 for a cupcake? Honey? It's
Wait
like
till you eat
it's
it.
a cake, okay? Yeah, I focus on that. You're getting your money's worth, and I love to support. Number 2, the Elks Lodge number 118 Drug Awareness Program, located at the North Main Street Rotary. It's a volunteer group with worldwide chapters, scholarships, baby diaper collection drives, food and toy awareness, and Elroy the Elk right there represents drug awareness and prevention. Next weekend, we'll be hosting the National Elks Basketball Shoot-a-thon right at Durfee. My shout out to my good friend, Nancy Carpenter, who does so much with the Elks, and my mom, Wilhelmina Pelletier, who is also a member, and the LaPointes, John and Christine, who also are members of the Elks. They do so much. And as I said, they won number 2 on their floats. Nice job, folks. Oh, here's our mobile adventure van. All right. Now this, I gotta tell you. When I see this at one of the parks in the summer, I just push the kids right aside and jump to the front of the row. Because this is environmental education for youths everywhere. So cool. They have footprints of animals, can make bookmarks, all kinds of fun stuff. Trustees of Reservation with their mobile adventure van, and there is a beautiful shot of the drone that Evan's got peeled. Wow, you can even see the ball field, huh?
Yeah.
Funny. All right, so a couple of my favorites. The trustees just went by. The Elks, of course. Thank you to Stumpies for making an appearance. Lizzie Borden House is on the National Ghost Tour. Those folks were dressed in Victorian era attire. All of our fabulous bands that came, the Clydesdales were absolutely beautiful. The nonprofit agencies, CFC, Recreation, United Way, YMCA.
Coming up, this looks like it's the McGann Marching Band, I believe. Brass band, Golden Age, patriotic, popular marching music professionals from college and high school levels.
Yep, it sure is, McGann Marching Band. Merry Christmas, they're saying. Wow, now that's cool. I want to put my hands up.
Put your hands in the air.
I can see myself. I can see my hands waving right below the Christmas tree. So great. I think the first time Evan flew the drone, we were in Lizzie Borden Cemetery. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's scary. Lizzie Borden Cemetery, and there she is. These folks are from the Lizzie Borden House, tour guides, of course, dressed in their Victorian era holiday attire. They are part of the National Ghost Tour. Get over there to Lizzie's if you haven't yet. Okay, Fall River United is the youth soccer travel team. They will be heading to Ponta Delgada, San Miguel Azores, April 2026 for an international tournament. So, a great group here, Fall River United.
Take it away, Pam.
Yeah.
I won't. I want people to keep watching. Hey.
Evan, where are you? Oh, that's so fun. Wait, the tree. Did you get the tree, everybody? No.
No one can see the lights, Pam.
I know. Oh, this is fun, Pauline. You were telling me about this. I didn't.
So I did not realize until recently that the Factory of Terror has been around for 30 years here in Fall River. That's insane. That's crazy. And they're actually open. Their horror gift shop is open this weekend for Christmas shopping. I don't know. That just seems. But you know, there are people out there that love horror genres of movies, gifts, you name it. So there you go. They're open this weekend, everyone. So go by and shop.
If they sell voodoo dolls, they're going to sell out, baby, when I get there.
Oh, Pam.
No, but it's just funny. I agree, Pauline. I think of the Factory of Terror, and then you tell me they're in the children's parade. I went, they are?
And you can do your Christmas shopping. It just doesn't even.
Okay. Curiosity.
Jeep Club.
Jeep Club.
Like-minded people enjoying off-roading, socializing. They'll do charity work, social events, and more. Have to have a Jeep to join.
I got a good buddy, Susan Bertrand, your buddy too.
Oh, yeah.
She's a staple at South Coast in that bright blue Jeep. Sue is so generous and giving and just a lot of fun. So the Jeep Club originated in New Bedford, I think. And again, same thing. They do charitable events. They drive by hospitals when children are looking out windows. They appear in parades such as this. It's just fun. I just love seeing what makes different people tick, right? We all have so much below the surface. Don't judge that book by its cover.
Jeeps are fun.
Oh, yeah. My late coworker Phil Sabatino had that Jeep, and I don't even know how old it was. We'd go over the Braga Bridge, the doors would be off. It was one time I was like, Phil was so reserved, but in that Jeep, man, he was reckless.
Somehow I cannot picture that.
I couldn't either.
I've known Phil too, and I would have loved to see that.
I'm like, Phil, how fast are you going over the Braga? So many good memories of good people over the years. I'm blessed to have worked with so many. And been helped by so many, and have helped too. Did you hear that? Yeah. All right, these are the toboggan. Now, this is very interesting, this toboggan family. So, they're the Chowderheads.
So they are actually, they're a proud family-rooted toboggan racing team. And they're actually going to nationals in Camden, Maine this coming February. And they're racers. So this story is the toboggan racers launched through a 400-foot gravity chute across a frozen pond. Now, I don't know about you, but somehow that just doesn't seem exciting. Or maybe it's a little too exciting. I don't know. I'd be afraid that the frozen pond would melt and.
Oh, not in northern Maine. We just had Red Oak, hospitality go by as well. So there's a slew of restaurants in that crew. Tipsy Toboggan, the Old Grist Mill, Canned Heat, Gathering Grounds Cafe, so fun. They've had some amazing book talks over there and the book club that I've gone to. They hold events for diverse experiences, family focused, many of them free. I brought my mom down to the Carousel where they had a Labor Day concert, and Elmo's making an appearance.
And these restaurants are always very decorated, very nicely every season.
Yep. They employ a lot of people. They care about the community. They've saved historic buildings. They have made lots of contributions, and I like to keep it local. You know me, I say that all the time. Yeah. Elmo is absolutely adorable up here.
And he's quite large.
Remember though, half an hour ago we saw him in the park?
Yeah.
Because the drone was flying. Yeah. Oh, seagull up there like, what the heck?
It looks like he's going to come up and grab it.
Yeah, I think so.
So again, this is the Diamond National Technical Honor Society and the Diamond National Honor Society that is volunteering their time to carry this float. That is definitely a beast of a float.
Yeah, sure is.
And I believe they have some nutcrackers around the float as well, or in a little bit in the parade also, Diamond volunteers.
And we're seeing the Fall River Titans right here, youth football and youth cheer.
Practicing their skill right in the parade.
They were founded in 2019. And these are instructional clinics, of course, for child athletes. Nice job, Falcons and Titans. Thank you to Stop and Shop. They appear here as well. They run a food bank out of Durfee High School as well as other off-site locations to assist the community. Boy, Alex has been on that camera all.
No, it was initially Gary.
Gary,
with Lamar so helping, and recently
Okay,
Alex.
now we got Alex. That's right, Gary.
Gary and
started
Lamar
off.
had to take a little.
Yeah.
There we have De Silva Landscaping and Construction. What a nice job they did with this float.
Yeah, it's a lot of
like they
work
have-
with that camera. They get heavy, you know that.
Looks like they have quite a few. Oh, there's a cat on there too. Oh, that's impressive. A big cat. A big cat. A machine.
I didn't see it.
Pam and I we're getting a little cold and frozen out here.
I'm
that cat.
Oh, the bobcat. Okay. I I thought you meant a
Hello,
meow.
everybody. No. You were thinking of your cat.
Thinking of my cat. All right. So they've got the Grinch theme float. This is the Darrow Parent and family with the Grinch theme float, and call them for landscaping services. Thank you so much. Happy holidays. This is our LGBTQ awareness group led by Sean Connell. They sponsor Fall River Pride Day every June. Sean's up top there. Sean is quite a character, and he is just loud and proud, a good person who is there to help. A couple weeks ago, I was there when they raised the transgender awareness flag that honored the victims of crimes and violence against transgender and people with different sexualities. And for a whole week, we had Government Center lit up in that beautiful pink and blue color you see over on the east side. So thank you, Sean, for everything that you do. Sean ran for school committee once, perhaps 10, 12 years ago, and that's where I met him first.
He was a little grumpy earlier. We're judging.
Sean was, yeah.
No, the Grinch.
Oh, the Grinch.
The Grinch that just went by.
I've never seen Sean grumpy.
No, not Sean.
Yeah.
The Grinch.
Okay. Oh, I haven't seen these movies, but I don't know. The Wicked franchise is massive,
The Wicked
right?
movie was wonderful, I will say. I wasn't sure how I'd feel about it, but actresses did a phenomenal job. The script writing, produce everything.
I was up in Dartmouth Mall with my friend Carla the day that this second one just opened. And I'm sitting there saying, why are people walking into the mall with prom dresses? It was opening day for this Wicked #2.
Yes.
And some of the gals were dressed as either the Wicked Witch or the prom. Here's the Fall River Trolley. So remember, the Fall River Trolley can be rented out for special parties, but it's also available to take kids to different field trips, down to the front perhaps, to see the waterfront with the memorials. And that's really important. So right now they're dressed as a Polar Express. Decked out. I love that stuff. You know, you can just think about when a street trolley really did run, right? And here's the Crusaders.
Senior Drum and Bugle Corps out of Boston. Currently world champions of Drum Corps International competition. Imagine that.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool,
That's
Paula.
pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
I think we've dealt with just about every element of weather from a broadcast perspective, a technical perspective, camera, sunlight shining bright,
everything,
drone. I mean, you name it. We're going against a lot.
Completely everything. Yeah. But you know, the quality is pretty good. Let's take a listen.
Oh, here we are. Santa Claus has arrived with his main squeeze, Mrs. Claus, sponsored by Recreation. Beautiful horse and carriage.
Oh, so pretty,
Stunning.
huh? Oh, that's gorgeous.
Wow.
Just so pretty.
What a way to end the parade, too.
What a way to end it. A beautiful drone
Those
shot.
horses are gorgeous. Wow.
Yeah, Recreation really.
All they need now is snow.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with
Why
you know,
not?
I was kind of wondering today if that would indeed happen. We can see again, we're looking over at the Braga to the west, and that is the wonderful Gramada Plaza Christmas Village that has been set up over there. I think that probably just about wraps it up. So, hello, we're back. Look at the sunny now. But I did earlier this week, Pauline. So the Salvation Red Kettle campaign, we've all seen that. And it started back in the 1890s in the United States in San Francisco. An English immigrant came from England, and he noticed such severe poverty in San Francisco and remembered a tradition where people would ring bells to the wealthy people in England and ask, please, would you just please drop a coin in the bucket? And so he brought that tradition to San Francisco in the 1890s. And now that Red Kettle campaign is really a tradition we all remember. So community leaders and volunteers explain to us now it is so easy to get involved.
Ever since I was a little kid and we had downtown, it was always the kettlebells in front of McCrory's and Cherry's, and we always gave, and my mother said, that is the charity I will always give to because they're always there. First responders, they're there with people, disasters, with burned homes. They're right there to help everyone. Knitting sweaters, back in the 40s, knitting sweaters and sending them to our soldiers.
Every dollar a donor gives, at least 87 cents goes directly to the service. So the general public can rest assured that when they donate to the Salvation Army, their money will serve the purpose for which it was given.
I've heard so many encouraging stories over there how the Salvation Army has turned people's lives around. Most poignant one was we did our celebration a few months ago, 140 years in the city, was a young lady who grew up in the Fall River in some very tough times in her childhood, and she credited where she is in life to the Fall River Salvation Army. She's going to be a college graduate and pre-med, and she credits everything from her involvement in our Salvation Army in Fall River.
It is all across the board, it's the same story. How do working people make ends meet? Food is getting very expensive. And in our food pantry, it's a choice pantry, clients or members of the community are able to just walk in and select what they want in addition to what they can afford. And we think it's a great thing we're doing. Every week we serve a hot meal to the community because there are many who unfortunately don't have a place to live.
Anyone that wants to help, just please contact me. We'll get you here ringing the bell with the loudest bells and have a good time. That's what it's all about. Just dress warm.
Okay, that's lovely. The Red Kettle campaign kickoff that you just watched was outside Market Basket in the South End. They do a wonderful job. Those musicians practice a couple times a month on Bedford Street, young and old. And we have some new news coming up, too, a little more modern.
Hustle and bustle, and then time goes quickly and the meter runs out. There's a pesky parking ticket. We've all done it.
Yes.
You've done it, I've done it. And worse, we've forgotten about it. So there's a Christmas miracle, kind of, happening at Government Center.
Tis the season of giving. The Fall River Traffic Department is giving you a holiday discount through the annual Ticket Amnesty Program. During the month of December, if you pay off your unpaid parking tickets, all city-imposed late fees will be waived. The original violation amount and registry fee will still apply on all unpaid tickets issued more than 60 days ago and flagged by the RMV. Only tickets issued in 2025 will be eligible for the amnesty program. You must pay your balance in person with cash, money order, or debit credit card at the Traffic Department in room 234 of Government Center. Online payments and personal checks will not be accepted. Director of Traffic and Parking, Stephanie MacArthur, reminds everyone that having unpaid parking tickets will prevent driver's license and vehicle registration renewals. Be sure to take advantage of this limited time offer from the Fall River Traffic Department, which ends on December 30th.
Tree pack?
All right, we're back again. So I think it's nice the city does that. And Stephanie McCarthy was down serving out some hot chocolate and popcorn.
Yep.
I have some now. It's not hot anymore. It was tasty. We'll go get a refill. So the Government Center Promenade for the tree is really picky. They got to be picky, right? I mean, it's got to be a beautiful tree. It has to be healthy enough to withstand the cut and then withstand the transport and hopefully stay pretty through the beginning of January. So the city arborist has a bit of a say in that. Our Fred TV sports reporter Evan Massoud does double duty again as our annual tree tracker.
One blustery November morning, curious neighbors donned bulky coats to watch a contingent of Department of Community Maintenance workers, arborists, and police officers converge on Smith Street. Weighing in at 5,600 pounds and 43 feet tall, the blue spruce outgrew its boundaries and now has the distinction of being the official city Christmas tree for 2025. The designated route snaked from the south end to avoid narrow side streets and dangling electrical wires. Most drivers curbed their impatience as the oversized evergreen traveled by police escort. In years past, displaced squirrels scampered out as the tree was dropped. No worries, these cold weather mammals will take up real estate elsewhere. Crews have also come across vacated birds' nests. Companies involved in the volunteer effort include Coastal Water, Sewer, and Excavation and Northeastern Tree Service Incorporated. The Bosworth family donated the tree, which has been strung with more than 3,000 lights. Merry Christmas.
That's beautiful. Beautiful. Nice job, Evan, with the drone. Okay, so the tree lighting, like we said, it's already starting to pile in over here at Government Center at 3 o'clock because we've got all of our fun activities taking place inside. Remember also, we've got Christmas in Fall River. That will be sponsored by Bristol County Savings Bank at Durfee Nagel Auditorium. The doors will open at 6:30. That's on 12/19.
Always a great show.
Always a great show. The Durfee kids do a great job. The Sons of Serendip. And we've got Mary McAvoy from The Voice as well will be there. Again, check Parent Square. Check Facebook for FRPS. It'll be all there. So we knew our Grand Marshal was Troy Brown, former Patriot, 3-time Patriot Super Bowl winner. Evan Massoud, naturally the sports reporter, figured he'd catch up with Troy earlier today at Kennedy Park. Take it away.
We're here with this year's Grand Marshal, New England Patriots Hall of Famer Troy Brown. Troy, I'll ask you point blank. Why Fall River? There's so many different celebrations going on, but what brought you here?
I did something else earlier this year, back in the spring, and I met some people, and they invited me to come do this. So it was kind of difficult for me to get here this year, but whatever it was, I got here. So I'm proud to be here, happy to be here, and been able to help out the Fall River community.
I'm sure the city's happy to have you as well. This is a city filled with sports history, particularly at the high school level. We see a lot of our youngsters throughout the year. We're housed at the high school. What's your message to some of the up-and-coming younger athletes?
Yeah, just keep persevering, keep your head down, stay focused on your schoolwork. It's the biggest thing. So, because once sports are over, at some point it's going to be over for you. You can never always fall back on your schoolwork to keep continuing doing what you love to do outside of sports. So, but as far as sports is concerned, just keep grinding, keep pushing, be a good teammate, always be a good teammate, and practice good leadership.
Troy, the holidays are a time of joy and celebrations, but there are some families that struggle. Mm-hmm. What are you doing, and what can the general public do to help those in need?
Well, whatever it is you can afford to give back, So a lot of times it's not even about the money all the time. So I know, but if you have it, you can give it. You can give it specifically to wherever you want it to go. Time, a lot of time is needed for people who can't get around and can't move around. So your time that you spend with people is important too as well. But whatever it is that you can give, just a little bit of you, a little bit of your time, a little bit of your money, whatever it may be, is always important to somebody out there. Somebody out there can always use your help.
Thank you, Troy. Happy holidays to you and your family.
Thank you.
Former New England Patriot, Troy Brown.
All right, nice job, Evan, Mr. Brown, and that was Renee Kochman, our supervisor behind the camera. We are just about to sign out, but I want to give one shout out with my friend Jerica on 1227, the Kwanzaa Sewing Workshop, sponsored by Bristol Black Collective at Captain Thomas Hudner Jr. Memorial Building at Heritage State Park. You will be able to craft a beautiful table runner in celebration of Kwanzaa, recognizing the principle of family and togetherness. And I think that's a great way to end this 41st annual Children's Holiday Parade. I am Pam Martin with my good friend and coworker,
Pauline McGrath.
We're proud and honored to bring you this parade. Thank you again. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
And don't forget about the tree lighting ceremony. Tree will be lit around 5 o'clock or so, but there's tons of hot cocoa, games, cookies, music, you name it, from now until then.
That's
So
right.
Enjoy.
Happy holidays. Enjoy the season, my friends. Much love and peace.